Welcome to our webinar, Preparing Your Red Raider for On-Campus Living. We are excited to have all of you joining us today. My name is Morgan Chavez Brannon with Parent and Family Relations, and joining me today are Dee Nguyen from Hospitality Services and Kelly Turner from University Student Housing. This webinar is part of our Red Raider Family webinar series where we share information on topics of interest to parents, families, and other supporters of our students. We hope to keep this webinar to about 30 minutes or so, and the intention behind it is for you to better understand what to expect with your student living on campus and using their dining plan. If there's time at the end, we will open it up for questions using the Zoom Q&A feature. Throughout the entire webinar, you are welcome to use that Q&A feature to submit your questions because we have folks in the background who are going to be helping answer those. We are recording this session and we'll be posting it to our website later today, so you'll be able to review it again later or share it with others. And we will also email the recording link to you as well as the slide deck so that you have easy access to it. Without further ado, let's begin. I'm going to turn it on over to Dee.
Thanks, Morgan. Hey, everyone. My name is Dee Nguyen. I'm with Hospitality Services or Campus Dining here at Texas Tech University. We are excited to welcome your families, all of you and your students back to Lubbock in August when they move in and officially start their journey as Red Raiders. So a little bit about us. We are a self-operated department of the university. And so we pride ourselves in being Red Raiders, feeding Red Raiders. Many of us started as students and made career out of it. But from a staffing standpoint, our culinary team is led by Executive Chef Dewey McMurray. He is a graduate of the Culinary Institute of America from Hyde Park, New York. And in many of our self-branded locations, you see the recipes and the craftsmanship of our culinary team in our operations. So when your students get there in August, you will see Chef Dewey and many of our other chefs and cooks out in our dining facilities, cooking and preparing and serving food for them. So with that, we'll go ahead and jump right into dining plan information. So for our on-campus residents, you have the option to choose between two dining plan levels, either the red and black or the Matador dining plan. Both plans work like a massively loaded debit card. It is all money that we call dining bucks. They are loaded on your student's Texas Tech ID, and they will be able to use it the day that they move in. So for any of my families who have a student that is moving in early, or you're moving in during the tech-in slots, whenever you get here, our staff, our locations will be open and ready to serve you. So please also make sure that your student brings their Texas Tech ID with them when they'll return back to Lubbock so that they can dine with us as well. Other important things to know. You may add to your dining plan at any time. So your student has the capability to add with their debit or credit card. They may also bill to tuition. Students may raise or lower their dining plan through the 20th class day of each semester. And dining bucks roll over. They roll over from fall to spring. And then at the end of the spring semester, anything you have left over is non-refundable and non-transferable. So I really encourage my students to check their balance at Thanksgiving. If you have more than 250 dining bucks left over, I encourage you to consider lowering your dining plan. If you had to add more than $250, I would recommend raising your plan to the red and black. Now we make it easy for everyone. All dining plan holders receive a 25% discount at all hospitality services locations. And then Fresh Plate, I get asked a lot, do y'all have a traditional dining hall or a cafeteria? Fresh Plate at Wall Gates serves as that location. They are open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner throughout the weekdays for a fixed rate, and your student can eat as much as they would like throughout the week. Thank you. Wonderful. Here we go. So all of our dining facilities are kind of scattered everywhere. We have 24 locations all across campus. You will notice that the red buildings are the residence halls, and the gray buildings are your academic buildings or social places, like the student union building or perhaps studying at the library. Um, our locations are open from 7 in the morning until midnight, 7 days a week. So there's many options for them all around campus. Other features about our dining facilities. National brands are included in your students' dining experience. So they can go to Chick-fil-A, for example, Boar's Head Deli sandwiches, and many other dining facilities. I already mentioned Fresh Plate, so please note number 13 on the southern side of the map. That's your best value location. But no matter where a student is, they do not have to have class in that building. They do not have to live in that residence hall. They are welcome to dine with us 7 days a week. Now, another thing I want to feature on this map is Transact. This is our free mobile ordering app for pickup in select dining facilities across campus. And when I say free, it is truly free. Free to download. It links with your student's dining plan. And the more they interact with this app, the more points they get. So, for example, let's talk about convenience. Your student wakes up in the morning, they want breakfast, they can order food from the Transact mobile ordering device or app. They can get dressed for the day, go downstairs, breakfast is ready. They can pick it up, dine in, or take it to go. On a really busy day, when you have classes all throughout lunch, order food from your app. Like get out of class, order food. By the time you walk from your academic building to our dining facility, your food will be ready. You can dine in or you can take it to go. We have a special offer this summer. Any student who downloads the app and links it to their Texas Tech information will receive a $2 credit added to their account in September. Plus, they can use the promo code that you see on the screen, Raider26, and get an additional $3 off. I just want to note that I will continue to answer questions through the Q&A once I get done with the speaking portion. But if you have questions for dining as we go through this, please put them in the Q&A. All right, next up, let's focus on our commuter students. So we do recognize there are a lot of students who are living off campus, and I want to promote our campus dining discount. That's this purple, orange, yellow, pink graphic that you see here. So think of the campus dining discount as a student discount. So commuters with no dining plan can still visit any dining facility. They tap their Texas Tech ID for verification purposes, and we will provide them a 15% discount off their total bill every time. And then they pay with their own debit or credit card. We also accept Apple or Google Pay, for example. So this is a really wonderful way for our commuters who are living at home with their families and they still want to eat mom and dad's cooking. They still want to cook in their apartment. They still want to go off campus and eat. But on the times when perhaps they want a cup of coffee or lunch or dinner while they're here, they can get a 15% discount with us. Other free, really great things, we offer a Smart Choices nutrition program. On the bottom left is Mindy Diller's email. Mindy Diller is our registered dietitian. She's a wonderful resource. We feed all kinds of students, vegans, vegetarians, gluten-free, top 10 allergy, what you name it, we feed all kinds of students. And what I really want to encourage students to take advantage of is our interactive nutrition menu, highlighted here in the white and red. Essentially, you have access to all of our dining facilities, and you can turn on the lifestyle or allergen filter. For example, you can choose to avoid peanuts, and you will get an extensive list of every single menu item in all of our facilities that does not include peanuts. So really great way for students to get access to that there. I also have talked to students who are high school athletes and they want to come to college and maintain a similar lifestyle. So something else you could do with this interactive menu is you can meal prep or menu plan, if you will. You can go through and choose what kind of items you think that you would eat throughout the week. You will get access to a nutrition label that shows you calorie counts, protein, carbohydrates, sugars, and you can kind of see and be as healthy as you want to be. Shifting gears, we're going to talk about job opportunities. We love to be the place where this is your first job, and we recognize that many students haven't worked before, or you have. Either way, we would love to have you. We are hiring food service student assistants to work in any dining facility across campus. We have a wonderful top tier catering team that does events throughout the weekends and evenings, and we're hiring caterers as well. As I mentioned before, I started out as a student, and it's been a wonderful experience. It's how I've met my friends for life through my journey here at Texas Tech. A little bit about the jobs. We started at $12 an hour. We offer free meals, a scholarship, and extra dining book opportunity after one full semester of work. And then we invest in our students with promotions to student managers and pay raises for the hard work that they do. So encourage your students to scan that QR code to access our job application. And then the last two things, we are all over social media at Eat at Texas Tech. So my family members hit us up on Facebook, students hit us up on Instagram or YouTube. We're going to continue to share important information with you leading up to move-in and all throughout the academic year. We have exciting pop-up events planned throughout the semester and also some more free giveaways or fun things to do. If you need access to us, we are open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, our administrative office. Now, remember, our dining facilities are open from 7 in the morning until midnight. But give us a call, shoot us an email, or check out our website. Everything that I've covered in this email, you have access to here. So that is it for me. I'm going to turn it over to Kelly and University Student Housing. Thank you.
Thanks, Dee. I'm Kelly Turner. I'm with University Student Housing, and we're very excited to welcome you guys to Raiderland this August. We're going to have about 8,200 of you here, and we're excited to have you, but we don't want you all to come at one time. So I'm going to talk to you about, you can go to the next slide, Morgan. Thank you. What it means to be red cart ready. Those are the things that you need to do to make sure that you're ready, like Raider Red here with the iconic red cart, to move in smoothly. You've booked your tech-in time slot. Many of you have gotten the emails and the calls. We don't mean to bug you, but we've got to know your tech-in time slot has to be assigned so we can confirm that you're actually coming and that you're ready to go. You've checked in at your residence hall and you've received room access. You're going to need your tech ID in order to do that. And like Dee said, you also need that to use your dining bucks anywhere on campus. That tech ID is how you get access to your key when you check in and how you get hall access after hours. So it's very important you bring that with you. You're ready to use a red cart. That's one of the things that you get in addition to your key and your check-in packet is a red cart to move your belongings in. This is a huge red cart. You likely will only need to fill it up twice to move your things in, especially if you're in a traditional hall. And I'll talk more about that in a minute. We're also going to talk about what to bring and what not to bring. All of these things will help you prepare to move in efficiently and safely and help us have a smoother process going forward. So first things, what to bring. Like I said, you've got to have that tech ID to check in and to have hall access and to purchase your meals with your dining bucks. Bedding, if you haven't already, please go to housing.ttu.edu and look at our comprehensive list for tech-in. It's what to bring, what not to bring. And it will also tell you, if you go to the residence hall selection guide, what type of beds we have in each hall. Most are twin XLs, but some are regular twins. So check that to see what size sheets you need. In West Village A, I know it's twin XLs. In the traditional halls, it's kind of half and half. So please check and see. You might want to bring a mattress pad. A lot of people like to bring those. For bathroom supplies, toiletries. If you're in a traditional hall, please bring a shower caddy and shower shoes. Makes things easier going back and forth. Just know that we do clean those restrooms 2 to 3 times a day, so that is a nice benefit to having those community style bathrooms. Laundry supplies, you want to bring a basket to take to the laundry back and forth, and also high efficiency detergent. Remember, those laundry facilities are 24 hours a day, and you just need your tech ID to use them. Personal items, you're going to want to bring medications, If you're bringing a bike, bring a lock, electronic chargers, and an Ethernet cable you can bring, but it's not advised necessarily. We do have Wi-Fi in all of the halls. So what to skip? The obvious things like alcohol, drugs, and weapons, please don't bring those. Skip extension cords unless they have a surge protector. We want to make sure that we're safe and use those surge protectors in the rooms. Skip the candles and the open flames and the hot plates. That kind of stuff is prohibited per the fire marshal, so please don't bring those. Non-approved pets. Just real quick to make sure you understand, ESAs or emotional support animals, obviously service animals are welcome, but emotional support animals, they have to be approved through Student Disability Services. And that means you have to go through them, and you also have to get approval from housing in addition to roommate approval. It's a hard process, and we're completely full. Over 100% full. We're having to place some students off campus. So please don't bring those thinking that you're automatically okay if they're registered as a support animal. They still have to be approved through Student Disability Services and housing. If you're in a traditional hall, you are limited to certain small appliances. You may not bring anything more than a single cup coffee maker. You may not bring toasters because those have are like a hot plate exposed. And then you can bring like a mini crock pot. There are several things. Some people have asked about those small ice makers. You can bring that. If you check our list, it's comprehensive. It will tell you exactly what wattages and things you may have. Obviously, you are welcome to bring a mini fridge and a microwave. But you might want to work with your roommate to decide who brings what there, because you probably don't need two of those. You can go on to the next one. Okay, so just to go over some things to set yourself up for success. Number one is schedule that tech in. Like I said, that confirms that you're coming, and you'll know exactly when to show up. So that tech in time is an hour reserved space that you have in front of the dorm or the residence hall that you're going to be living in. You get to park up front. You get to check in at the table, show your ID, get your key, get your packet, get that red cart, and unload your belongings. Then after that hour is over, then you have to move your car, but you can still stay in the same lot. You just move it to a more remote area of the lot so someone else can come in and do the same thing conveniently up front. You're welcome to stay as long as you want, parents and students. Once you've got that key, you're checked in and you're living there. So you do not have to leave. You just need to move your vehicle after that time. We also like to give you a tip to pack smart. Label your belongings, and we like to also tell you to unpack before you leave, which doesn't make much sense until I explain. So what we're asking you to do is unpack those large boxes like that your fridge might be in, your microwave, any appliances that you're bringing. Please unpack those before you put them in your vehicle. It'll save you space, and it'll also save you the time and hassle of bringing all those boxes down to the dumpsters and worrying about that in the hallways. For those of you that are going to be living in West Village A, you have a full kitchen. So a lot of these appliance restrictions do not apply to you. You may bring full-size appliances for those. Number two, complete your roommate agreement. It's very important that you communicate early with your roommate or roommates that you're going to be living with to set expectations and boundaries. You're going to talk about your daily lives, whether you're a morning person or they're a night owl. When do you like to study? What time do you like to go to sleep? How do you feel about music on at this time, or if I'm watching TV late at night? All that good stuff to avoid conflicts later down the road. Know your resources. Your CA or community advisor is there to help you, and they are on every floor of your hall. So they will help you get connected to the right people. If you have questions that they can't answer, they're a great resource for you. They've been here and done that, and they're well versed on where you need to go to take care of anything. Please use them as a resource, especially right at move in. Get connected to campus organizations and events. There are hundreds of them on campus. Some of them are directly related to the halls, like the Residence Hall Association, Complex Council, Raiders Helping Others. There's lots of volunteer organizations. If you're not a part of Greek Life, there's many, many other things that you can get involved in. So please go to Raider Connect to find those. Stay connected. Check your TTU email regularly. Beginning now, even further back in the summer, we are sending out emails constantly to your TTU emails, letting you know exactly what you need to be expecting, what you need to do now, deadlines and events that are coming up. There's a lot coming up during Welcome Week. And we are also going to be sending out a specific email to your to you, regarding your hall and exactly what you need to know, how to get on campus to your hall in the smoothest way possible, what you're going to need to know when you get here to your lot for check-in, and all that good stuff. So please check your emails every day to see what updates and reminders you need to be aware of. All right, I believe that's it for housing. Please follow us on our social media pages. Give us a call or email us anytime, and check us out at TTU Housing. Thank you, Morgan.
Thank you, Kelly and Dee, for all of that great information. Continue to put your questions in the Q&A feature. We are still answering those. I do want to give you a little bit of an update on something that we have just for parents and family members and other supporters that are going to be here during move-in. Our office, Parent and Family Relations, will be hosting a special event for you on August 21st and 22nd called Refuel and Refresh. It is free for you to sign up for and attend. You can register for it through the Red Raider Family Network. And this is a great opportunity for you to, number one, pause, take a break in the middle of the move-in hustle, and let your kid take a little bit of a beat and kind of settle into their room for a little bit by themselves. Maybe start attending some of those Raider welcome events. But you also will have the opportunity to talk to a few of our different resources here on campus in a smaller scale. So I know Dee is actually going to be there to help answer last minute questions about dining bucks and hospitality services. We'll have student health services there. We are working with the rec center to bring in some chair massages. I know that I want to be able to sign up for one of those. So we want to make sure that you have that opportunity to come and have a little bit of that downtime for yourself. And we cannot wait for you to join us for that. All right. Now, I do want to give some time because we do have a few minutes left. And I saw a few different questions that I think would be great to answer live. So one that I see in here is it possible to change our tech-in time slot? So Kelly, do you have some insight on that?
Yes, you may change your time slot. All you have to do is unassign there's a button on the portal for you to unassign the current one, and then you may look and see if there's another one available that you like. But first, you must unassign your current. If for some reason nothing's available on the date that you are needing, just give us a call and we'll see what we can do for you.
Another question about move-in. If we have two cars at move-in, can they both unload during the tech-in time slot? What does that look like?
So we only have one reserved space. That's a great question, but you're welcome to alternate your cars in that space during that hour time that you have.
Hey, Morgan, I'm going to jump in here. Well,
Yeah,
one,
absolutely.
I'm going to also promote Refuel and Refresh. I would love to see you there. We'll have some fun stickers and just it is a wonderful opportunity for y'all to cool down and also be in some AC because I don't know about y'all, it gets hot out there in the summertime. But I saw a question here about other job opportunities. Yes, there are jobs all over campus within academic buildings, different departments. I'm going to reply with a specific link to hospitality services jobs, but I know Kelly has job opportunities in housing with their welcome center, with CAs and RAs, student assistants, the career center. So fun fact, Wiggins Complex is where the hospitality services admin office is. It's where the housing welcome center is. It's also where the career center is. And the career center is a wonderful department that will help your student with resumes, job opportunities. They have a lot of career and networking events. They're actually doing an ice cream social that we are also a part of as well. So yes, lots of job opportunities for your student. Another wonderful way for them to get engaged.
Thanks, Dee. I appreciate you jumping in with that. Um, so another housing question that I've seen is, where is this roommate agreement? Now, Kelly, I'm going to use my funny little anecdote. I always think of the Big Bang Theory with Sheldon Cooper when I think of a roommate agreement. So that's normally what my first thought is, but it's a giant document. Can you explain
Yep.
what this looks like and maybe that it's not quite as extensive as Sheldon
Yep.
Cooper?
Yep. Hopefully, your roommate isn't quite like Sheldon and requires you to look through a packet of papers. No, this is a roommate agreement that you'll talk over with your roommate. Your CA will give you more information about that either right before or right upon move-in. You'll take care of that in the first 48 hours or so of moving in.
Thank you.
Morgan, I would like to say that I encourage you to reach out to your roommate prior to that, and y'all can begin discussions on what you want um, want your roommate agreement to look like before you actually fill it out in the hall.
Awesome. And for the families that maybe missed it or, they're still trying to navigate and help their student figure this out, where do students go to find out who their roommate is and how to get in contact with them?
So we did have that on the portal. However, our applications closed on June 1st because we were already at 100%. So what we are doing is if you just reach out to housing@ttu.edu, we will get back in touch with you and give you the name of your roommate and the TTU email. That is all we're allowed to give at this point, but you can reach out to them via email.
Thanks for that. We do still have quite a few questions in here that we are going to work on answering for everybody. I do want to let you all know that, yes, this video is recorded. We will send it out to you later this afternoon, and you'll get that to your email that you registered with. And as we are wrapping up here, I just want to give you a couple of quick reminders. Number one, if you are needing to hear a little bit more information about student disability services, we have our webinar with them next week. And then the following week, we're going to do finishing touches with parent and family relations, and we'll kind of do some summaries of some of the stuff you might have missed over the summer. I know there's a lot of information that you are getting, and move-in is a month away. I know Kelly's like, don't remind me. But it's coming and we're so excited.
It's coming.
We want you to feel prepared. We want your students to feel prepared. Please take a few minutes to fill out our very short survey. We'd love to hear from you so that we can continue to make sure that we make improvements to these and get you the information that you're needing. If you need to reach out to any of our offices, our contact information is right there on the screen for you. We will also include that in our follow-up email this afternoon. So be on the lookout for that. And we just appreciate you all spending your afternoon with us. And we look forward to connecting with you at different sessions moving forward. I hope you all have a great afternoon.
Thank you.